การเปลี่ยนแปลงครั้งใหญ่ในพม่าขณะนี้นะคะทำให้เกิดคำถามมากมายค่ะอย่างเช่นว่าทั้งหมดนี้เป็นเรื่องจริงหรือว่าเป็นมายากันแน่ทำไมถึงเปลี่ยนได้เร็วขนาดนี้นะคะแล้วต่อไปในอนาคตจะเกิดอะไรขึ้นรวมทั้งข้อคำถามที่ว่านายพลอาวุโสตันช่วยยังอยู่เบื้องหลังหรือเปล่ายังชักใยอยู่หรือเปล่าคุณสุทธิชัยหยุ่นค่ะได้คุยกับทั้งคนในซีกรัฐบาลแล้วก็คนที่มีความเห็นต่างนะคะคนในซีกรัฐบาลที่คุณสุทธิชัยได้พูดคุยด้วยก็อย่างเช่นคุณโคโค่หลายซึ่งเป็นที่ปรึกษาด้านการเมืองของประธานาธิบดีเต็งเส็งก็จะให้ภาพของพม่าวันนี้ในมุมหนึ่งในขณะที่อีกคนนึงค่ะคุณอูเส็งวินเป็นนักหนังสือพิมพ์อาวุโสนะคะอายุ72ปีแล้วเป็นคนที่วิพากษ์วิจารณ์รัฐบาลของพม่ามาโดยตลอดก่อนหน้านี้ติดคุกไป13ปีด้วยกันแล้วมาจนถึงวันนี้ก็ยังไม่เชื่ออยู่ดีนะคะว่าการเปลี่ยนแปลงที่เห็นนั้นคือของจริงส่วนดิฉันค่ะอยู่เมืองไทยพูดคุยกับผู้ก่อตั้งแล้วก็บรรณาธิการของหนังสือพิมพ์ออนไลน์อิรวดีนะคะคุณอองซอเกี่ยวกับความเปลี่ยนแปลงในพม่าค่ะ
When did you get the first indication from President Thein Sein that we are going to go serious on reform? We're going to really change. We're going to show the world that we are becoming democratic. Because a lot of people outside did not catch that change, the turning point. When did that happen?
Like the other process in the nature, every revolution started in evolutions. So even the studying of the military regime in 1988, the leader of the military, they have an idea to return back the political power to the real owner, the people, and to construct democratic societies. But actually, because of the many reasons, this process takes for a long time and over 20 years, over 2 decades.
Over 2 decades.
The changes that took place in Burma over the past year has been really fast. A lot of reforms taking place. What actually prompted the government to change so fast?
Well, I think after the election, they have thought it a long time ago. I think they have a master plan.
Right.
Since 2007, 2008. If you look at the Burmese army officers who are intellectual, who are well-educated Burmese, and they have a strategic thinking of how Burma should change or integrated into ASEAN's. Because last 24 years, Burma has been heavily dependent on China. I think Burma wanted to find a more alliance and a more partners, wanted to diverse its, relationship externally. Also internally, I think the regime and the Burmese military leaders who control, who live in power for more than 3 or 4 decades, thought that it is time to change. They cannot live alone. They can no longer live in the cave anymore. That thinking was there already.
China pushed you?
No.
Because sanctions, Western sanctions put you close to China?
Yes. Actually, Myanmar is pioneer in the transition to the democracy in the late 1980s. You may remember that the fall of Berlin Wall actually happened in 1989.
Right.
And also Tiananmen incidents occurred in 1989.
Yes.
But in Myanmar, in 1988, we have people uprisings.
Yes.
So actually, Myanmar was a pioneer.
You started it.
Started in the 1988.
Yes.
But at that time, it was a bottom-up activities.
Yes.
So people have suffered for a long time or socio-economic or hardship. So when a spark occur, there will be a people uprising. So Myanmar, Tamado, the defense services of Myanmar, had to take the responsibility of the state in August. And as soon as they had taken the power, they declared that one day they will return the political power to the people, and they will go forward to the democracy. And at the time, the opposition political forces are quite nervous and they are very frustrated
Yes.
to get democracy instantly in the short time. But the situations were quite chaotic. And at the same time, we have many ethnic minority groups. They exploited the situations of the political instability and they made a very huge offensive against the government troops in the remote area near the borders. Internal domestic politics is in a very chaotic situations, and also the national security in the border area was so intense, very terrible. So the military government, their first priority is to make stability and security of the countries. So in the early 2000s, we have a peace agreement with 17 major ethnic armed groups.
17.
17. And after we get temporary peace terms and we get the stability and security across the countries, the military government started political reform procedures. And we declare 7 steps of roadmaps of the political reforms in our late 2003.
Yes.
And by doing this process, in 2008, we complete our constitutions and held their national referendum, and we approved the new constitutions. And in 2010, we held the first elections in 50 years.
50 years.
Yes. You know, without considering the 1990 elections, that was not honored.
Yes.
Yes. After the 2010 elections and in the early months of the 2011, we have preparation to transfer the national power to the elected government.
So you're saying that all this has been planned in advance, and
Yes,
step by
of
step it
course.
has taken according to the original plan.
Yes,
But from the outside, the picture did not look that
yes,
way.
not like that way.
Picture from the outside was that the military was determined to retain power, and the election was only a farce. And that because of pressure, either the sanctions or because of the economic hardships, and perhaps because Burma looked to the Arab Spring, saw the fall of Suharto, and North Korea may not be a helpful friend anymore, and decided that, okay, we would have to change.
Yes.
You don't think all those reasons were valid at all?
Actually, every change or transitions have many underlying factors, and we have to consider the internal and external factors. So there are many external factors like the international trend is changing towards the democratic societies. But as you know that these changes are not so smooth and elsewhere else. So we have suffered many times of the turbulence or riots or chaotic situations in the previous times. We don't want to return to face such a situations. The government and the people of Myanmar wholeheartedly want very smooth transitions. So we find the transitions in a smooth way. At that time, no Arab Spring. Yes?
No Arab Spring.
Why Burmese intellectuals feel reserved about the changes?
I think so. They're very doubtful. They're very resentful towards these changes. They still think it's only on the surface, very much cosmetic. I also met and saw a lot of people who think change is really moving forward. It's not going to make a U-turn. It's going to be irreversible. So I think I have a mixed feelings. I also had met a lot of senior officers in Naypyidaw, so they convinced me that they're trying to convince me that things are going to move more forward.
So you do really believe that things are really changing, not only on the surface for Burma?
Well, under the current government, there has been rapid changes taking place since last year. The meeting with Aung San Suu Kyi and the release of political prisoners, the president's decision to suspend the China-funded Myitsone Dam projects. A lot of things are moving forward. And so I think if you ask me whether there is end of light at the end of the tunnel, I think there is a light in the tunnel.
What do you think is the situation in Burma now? Do you really believe this reform thing?
Have you ever witnessed the dictators voluntarily relinquish the power?
You don't?
I am not 72. I've never witnessed once. Hitler has been forced out.
So you don't believe that this is real?
Mubarak, very recently, Mubarak has been forced out.
Yeah.
Saddam Hussein has been forced out.
Yes.
Gaddafi also has been forced out.
Yes.
I never usually witnessed a generous dictator in my life.
What is the title say?
Do you believe that title is? Do you believe tiger turn to be vegetarians?
Do you believe that tigers can become vegetarian?
Yes.
Okay. So you are attacking the military, saying that they can never eat a vegetable. Huh? They need eat meat, continue to eat meat.
Tigers never keep Sabbath also.
And they put that on page 1.
Yes.